Well, we hope you're enjoying the performance so far, and please do continue to tweet us your thoughts. It's great to hear from you wherever you are. Sets are moving behind me. I'm backstage and absolutely delighted to be joined now by one of the show's stars, the soprano Jennifer Riley, who plays Musetta. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
This is your debut.
It is, yes.
And that's been what? 7 performances
Seven
of
performances.
Musetta. And tonight is your final performance.
Tonight's the last one. So
I know,
sad.
but I mean, that was the most wonderful aria. I mean,
Oh, thank you.
It seems that you absolutely adore this, partly because it's a bit naughty and a bit raucous.
I love her. You know, there's so much of me in her, and I'm ashamed to say that. But she's so dirty and coquette, and just, what I love about her the most is she's so intelligent.
Yes.
And throughout the whole aria, she picks and chooses her words based on how she wants to tease Marcello. I mean, really, she could say "Quando me vo sola per la via," but she says "soletta," so that she can make this action with her tongue and just, tease him to death. I mean, it's fantastic. I love everything she does.
So not much preparedness. You didn't have to prepare very much then.
A little. A little, but I feel like she's just so fun and she's enjoyable, and she's a girly girl. Like she loves everything.
Absolutely. And you played Musetta before in the Zeffirelli production at the Met in New York, but then you were in a modern one in Norway. But how does it feel to be playing in the final set of performances of this production?
I'm incredibly honored. Incredibly honored. I mean, John Copley is, he's a treasure. He's a treasure to our business. And being in rehearsals with him, I mean, I don't need an opera history book anymore. I could just listen to him talk all day. I mean, the people that he's worked with and learned from, and his stories about Maria Callas, and it's unbelievable.
Well, you are in a very great and long line of Musettas
I know.
in this production. Now, I've got some tweets here for you, and we love
good.
your tweets. They're coming,
Tweets.
okay? And you're a good tweeter yourself. So how do you keep singing and control your emotions during such an emotional part? And that comes from Libly's Michelle.
You know, it's actually one of the hardest things you have to do, and it's why you train so long to be a singer. I mean, you have to go to voice lessons. You have to learn technique. You have to learn how to breathe. You have to learn how your instrument functions on autopilot so that when you are in an emotional situation on stage, the emotion can come pouring out, but not affect the technical part of the voice. It's really something that you practice to perfect.
But in a part like this particularly, it must be an incredible balancing act then.
It is, because I'm running all over the stage and I'm running up and down stairs, and with this part, it's more about stamina. It's more about, did I go to the gym today and run on the treadmill? Because I'm up and down the stairs and I'm back and forth and I'm twirling and I'm sinking pool shots, and it's just very active, but with a part like Tosca, it is so much more dramatic, and you really have to focus on the technique so that the emotion can come out. They're different, completely different.
I should be saying, of course, that we are seeing you in a robe so that
Yes.
actually your beautiful costume is hidden and will
It's
come
hidden.
out on the stage. But here's another question. This is from Gully Jam, Gillian Neild. Do you like dogs? How did you get on with your canine acting companion? Well, tonight I gather the dog's owner was in the audience, so I mean...
Yes, they are. I love her. She is so sweet, Puffin. I'm actually really allergic to dogs.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, so
God,
I don't
that's
know.
dreadful.
I know. I don't know if you noticed, but I have leather gloves when I come in with her, because when I touch the dander and then I touch my face, I get very allergic. So the wonderful costume shop gave me these beautiful leather gloves so that I could take them off. The dander stays on the gloves and doesn't go to my face.
Jennifer,
and I can enjoy
fantastic.
her.
No sneezing then.
No sneezing.
Well, now, La Boheme is very much an emotional roller coaster. And the man who has to hold everything together, both in the pit and on the stage, is the conductor. And at the helm tonight is the acclaimed Israeli maestro, Dan Ettinger. We caught up with him during rehearsals.
Vuoto, passi. I grew up as a teenager watching back then it was a video cassette, VHS, of this production, and fell in love with it and with the piece. It's extremely exciting for me to come, I don't know how many years after, many years after, to conduct actually the last revival, the last time that we artists and the audience will see this beautiful, traditional in a good way, set and production. Anna, is that too slow for you? C'è compagnia. Okay, I keep it in 6. I usually like being in a production from the beginning of the staging rehearsals. Although the orchestra is still not involved, we are rehearsing with the singers and piano and the director, but this is the chance for me to get to know the singers, for the singers to get to know me, my body language. It's all about how I try to describe what I want to hear inside my head with my hands, with my facial expression. Exactly, that's where we lose you, okay? No problem. Noch einmal. It's always interesting to hear what the orchestra has to offer before we even try to shape it our way. Can you wait a little longer? Bum, 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 one. They played Boheme with all big names, all big conductors. Most of the people in the orchestra have done probably more Bohemes than I did. It's a matter of respect and a matter of being also inspired by an orchestra and then bringing my input into the piece. It should sound so strange. Well, I always say my favorite composers are on one side Mozart, then the other side Wagner, and in the middle has a very, very special place Puccini. Very difficult to explain why. I guess it's because it's so sincere. It has a very clear structure. That's the genius part of it, of Puccini. How to write something which you can really count in order, but outside sounds extremely free, as if no one is counting. That's something very, very special. I think I found now together with you why I like Puccini. People tend to forget, they think opera is about stars. Yeah, opera involves stars, but it's an ensemble media. And we all have to work together. And Boheme especially is such an ensemble piece. It's about a group of people, it's a society. And that's what we are doing also when it's not maestro and a singer, but Dan and Joseph, Dan and Anna, is to see how we work together. Extremely important in doing opera.
And here is Dan in the flesh, baton in hand, soon on the way to the podium. I've just gone over for a couple of minutes. Dan, it just looks like you really enjoy every minute of that rehearsal time, getting everything ready. But what's it actually been like tonight?
Wow, it's the last performance for me, for us, for this cast. A very special run of this piece. We all did Bohemes zillion times, everywhere, all kinds of productions. To come back and do this John Copley famous, legendary production, for me at least, as a teenager, I grew up on the VHS video cassettes, watching this and falling in love with opera. And to have a chance to conduct the last run of this production, I cannot even tell you how exciting it is.
Do you feel that excitement? I mean, I can feel that excitement out there among the audience as well.
Yeah, the audience is very, very noisy and live. That's good.
Yes, like old-fashioned
That's
opera
good.
years ago.
Yeah, sometimes we like the silence and the tension of the silence. That's also nice. But today they're so live.
Yeah.
It's extremely exciting. I hope it's a positive noise.
and we've just been talking to Jennifer. I mean, and this is her debut here at the Royal Opera House. And again, somebody that just sort of rips into opera, just takes it and just sort of shakes it.
That's the only way to do it. I mean, that's why we do it. We have to conduct or sing or play as if that's our last show. We give everything, every evening.
And you've got also at your side for this John Copley watching you, and you must feel that kind of weight of the man being right there watching what you do.
The weight is inspiration. He's such an inspiring person.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he was saying he would never have thought it would go on those many years, but when you watch that tonight, it still seems incredibly fresh.
It's like a new production, just a new, old, very good production. There's nothing old about it except for the old fashion. I mean, we are facing so many modern production these days, and this is concerned very old fashion. Naturalistic,
yeah.
old fashion, but in the most, in the best way.
Now, I have a tweet here because we've been getting tweets from everybody. Here is a tweet for you. How do you feel? I think you've talked a little bit about this, but how do you feel about conducting the last performance of this long-standing opera, at least this production of it? And this comes from Oliver, and the tweet is from Ravilius.
It's funny, because a year ago, 2 years ago, I conducted the last Zeffirelli's Turandot production at the Met. Now I'm conducting the last Sean Copley production of
You're
Boheme
the go-to guy for the last production.
I heard a rumor that I might be conducting the... I mean, I am conducting the...
These guys are getting ready to go.
Oh, see you very soon.
What do you think about him? What do you think about him?
Oh,
Him? Yeah. No comment. Just kidding. He's great. He's great. He's great.
yeah, and then I think I'm conducting the last Zeffirelli Boheme at the Met in a year. That's my karma lately. But it's exciting.
And that again, the Zeffirelli at the Met again is a very traditional
traditional, famous production, yeah.
So when I think about this, I think about that stage, that scene in the cafe when there's so much going on, but you have to keep it really, I mean, you have to keep it very locked as well as being very expansive.
Second act of Boheme is a nightmare,
yeah,
but a very good nightmare. You have to be in control on one hand, to control this giant thing, giant monster, orchestra, stage, singers, chorus, everything, and at the same time, to be out of control. So the thing is live and exciting, and the people in the house, the people out there, they all feel this energy between us, the musicians in the pit, and the stage.
So talking about what's coming up and what's about to start, so what are the challenges for Act 3 for you?
First of all, you see, I wear black now and not white. it's the second half of the piece. Yeah. She's dying. This piece is about love. Young people, but also young people that have to cope with death and betrayal and relationships not working so well, and so on and so on. This is now the second part where the piece goes down. Until now we had uppers. Now it goes down into the emotions.
And do you keep it in check yourself? Are you able to keep yourself in check, or do you find the emotion of it sometimes taking over?
We have to control it. I have to go and do my yoga breathing before I go into the pit to really get concentrated, so that the emotions don't get over me, over my control.
Well, we'll let you go and get ready for it. Dan Ettinger, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. And as the maestro makes his way down to the orchestra pit, there's just time to remind you where we are in the story of La Boheme. We've moved on a couple of months. It's midwinter at the toll gate, the Barrière d'Enfer. Peddlers are waiting to enter the city. Marcello is now living with Musetta at a nearby tavern, where he's a sign painter for the innkeeper. Mimi arrives to ask for his help.